welcome to today's Starseed Healing Circle. So in today's session, we are doing a healing session or an energetic recalibration. We will use our card layout that we had in our last session. So in the last session, we did a reading. If you skipped that one, you may just want to go back and just listen to that reading again to see what we are working with. So for today, I'm not going to dive too deep into anything related to the reading, but what I've done is I've just repacked the cards that we had for the previous reading. And this time I've got Ormataek Seals that's placed on top. So I dowsed to see which designs needs to go where. And that's going to be our balancing point energetically to each of the cards. And so we'll do a quick little rundown with each of them. And I've also dowsed some information and questions that we're going to be guiding through with this process. So this is one of those sessions where you want to keep a piece of paper and a pen handy and also be prepared to pause the recording from time to time because I'm going to give you some questions or perhaps some guidance as to what to imagine or visualize. And then I want you to be able to take as much time into each step as you need. The deeper you can feel, the deeper you can heal with this. So let us dive into our tune in for the day. We're tuning in with light code activation for the Galactic Federation. This is one of the Pleiadian music tracks. It was Galactic Federation number 5. So I will add it on as our link to the end of the video. So close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out, and just center. Drop into your heart space. Just sense what it feels like in your heart. No judgment. Just observing. And bring into your awareness what it is that you would like to work with in this session today. What is your goal? What would you like to manifest? What would you like to release? What would you like to bring into your life? And when you've got a clear idea as to what that is, open your eyes and allow your eyes to gently rest upon the light code. Or allow it to trace the light code with your eyes so that it becomes a labyrinth for the eyes, whatever is appropriate for you. You may even find when you're tracing that there's certain areas where your eyes get stuck or that they want to skip. Okay, just allow that to flow and keep in your focus and awareness your goal or your focus for today's session. Spend as much time here as you need. Okay, let's have a look at the layout. So here we are having a look at the cards that we had in our layout before. And this time we've got Ormataek Seals sitting on top of the cards. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in and let's have a quick squiz through. So our first card here is the Af-Neteru. And on the card, we have the Meh-Urt card. So the Meh-Urt card is the God of Gods. So it's all that is. It's all of the gods coming together. And in Af-Neteru, here we've got the guardians of the 4 directions. So we've got all of the Hehut, all of the energies, the archetypal energies coming to this specific space of protection. Then when we go to the next level down, we've got the 2 cards that's associated with gestation and creation. And on Meh-Urt, which is in the past, we have the divine child. So the divine child is the new beginning. There's the new project, the new something that is being seeded, that is being brought in. On Hehut, this is the creation or that connection to something new, a new inspiration. We have the Ormataek Seal. Meh-Urt is about transformation. So it is taking the seed that we have, the child, divine child, and transforming that into something new or bigger or better. Whereas Hehut has, remember what I talked about the eternity with that. So we've got this eternal cycle of growth and transformation. So it's a very alchemical combination that we have over here. Going to the next level down on the Heneteru, which used to be or was also Meh-Urt, so it's a similar gestation and birthing energy. We have the Ormataek Seal. The Ba is the personality. So in this situation, on the emotional level, our personality has birthed something new. Ammit, which is our danger card, has the Heneteru card on it. So the Heneteru card is also on our first card, on the Af-Neteru. So we've got that protective quality or mantle of protection that's sitting over us in this time. And so here in the Ammit section, we just I think, reminded that we are protected. So if you are going through a bit of a tough phase or things are feeling a little bit stranger danger, then just understand and know that you are safe and you're protected. So just trust, just breathe and pause and be in that moment. Then with Shesmu 42, this is that judgment section as well, which is this sort of an extension on Ammit. We've got the Ormataek Seal, which is associated with the heart. So very interesting here is that Anubis, who you can just see his legs sitting at the bottom, is weighing your heart. You'll see it on the very, very small on the left at the bottom, and against the feather of Meh-Urt, the feather of truth. And we've got the heart, Ormataek Seal here. So this is really about stepping into heart, getting into your heart space, following your heart, trusting your heart, and moving with that guidance. Then going into our next level down, on Honsu, we have the Sahu Ormataek Seal. Sahu is your, they call it the inner judge. It's like the spiritual body. So I think the judge is perhaps a wrong term to use here, because it's not a judgmental judge. It's about you as a soul stepping back and looking at what you've done and working with what you have. So having an overview and saying, okay, I did that, I should have done this, but coming from a space of love. So that judgment is not necessarily a negative thing here. But with Honsu, it is about taking that view from above and looking at things from a different perspective. Then Septet, we've got the swap Ormataek Seal, and this is the clearing Ormataek Seal. Now, again, I can't remember now, but I may have mentioned that Honsu is the moon and Septet is the stars. So you've got the whole sort of stars and galaxy, and then you've got Nu next, which is the void. And so it's very interesting because we've got moon, cosmos, void sitting around that. And it's almost like we're stepping out. And it feels like where we are right now energetically is we stepping out and taking a bigger view, bigger view, bigger view, bigger view. And then let me just quickly close this one. And then with Ujit, the last one, we've got the clearing seal, the Sem seal. So the clearing and, sorry, this is awareness. Clearing is on Septet. I was looking at both sides. My brain got all muddled up. So on Septet, we've got clearing, and on Ujit, we've got awareness. Ujit is also telling us that we are protected. So Ujit is a protective quality. It's a feminine protective quality. It's the winged cobra. And the awareness takes us back to the Sahu and Honsu. So it's almost like we had the micro view and then we step back to get to clear and then to step back to Nu, which is the void. And there we've got the Ka Ormataek Seal, which is associated with essence. So we're stepping into our own true essence, and then becoming aware of that when we get to Ujit. So this is a very interesting little cycle here at the bottom where it feels like, because Sahu is sort of the highest that we can get to on a soul level, Ka is almost the lowest we can get to on the energetic level. So the Ka is the astral body, it's your physical double, which is very, very close to our physical reality. So from that perspective, the Sahu is this high frequency, Ka is this low frequency, but Ka is also the essence. And then we've got the other two cards, which is the clearing. So let's remove and clear, and taking us into awareness. So awareness sitting on Ujit is saying, just remember that we are protected. So again, when we look at these, if we look at Ammit, the Neteru is there to remind us of that. If we take it further up to the Af-Neteru, the Neteru is there again. So whatever you're going through, whether it's a easy time, good time, bad time, heavy time, whatever it is, trust that you're at the right place at the right time, and know that you are fine, and that there's not going to be no issues around whatever you need to do here. Just flow and be in this moment, be in your heart. See where you can transform things, where you can alchemize things, drop into that heart space. And let's move into this new space of clearing, essence, and awareness. Okay, so I'll come back to this one in a second because I'm just going to skip ahead. Okay, so that is our cards, and this is our layout that we're going to be working with. So I'll just actually maybe pop it back onto here. So this is the layout. Now, actually I can skip ahead, doesn't really matter. What I've done is I've done all the dowsing relating to this. This is going to be our container that's going to hold everything. And then I've got my Ormataek Seals over here that I'm going to be working with while we are going through the process. I've got them here. And then I'm going to quickly talk you through everything that came up on the dowsing front. So let's maybe open up over there. Okay, this is where you need to start making notes and also see what these things mean to you, because obviously to me they will mean nothing, but to me they'll mean something to me based on what my goal and focus is. And based on what your goal and focus is, it's going to be something different. And if you do this same video a number of times, each time with a different goal or focus, then each time these words will mean something different and you'll gain something different from that. So allow yourself to bring yourself back to, what does this word or feeling mean in relation to my goal? Okay. And if you don't find anything, then imagine if it could mean something, what would that be? So you can actually literally ask yourself, imagine this was an issue. How would that play out? How would I feel? And then make notes on that. Okay. So our first word that we have, so the emotion that we have in relation to this current issue or focus is break, as in breaking something. And it's in relation to faith. So breaking the faith. And the dimension on top of this is karma, which means this is part of the cycle. This is part of the way that we are going. So find out for yourself, what does break in relation to faith mean in relation to your goal, and just jot that down. We then have sabotages, and the sabotage that's coming online here is I am easily motivated, or I am not easily motivated. What does that mean in relation to your goal? I am easily motivated. I am not easily motivated. This is a subconscious belief or shadow or sabotage. So you may not be 100% aware of this. So just check with yourself. Am I really motivated in relation to whatever it is that I'm looking at here for my goal? And even if you say, yes, I'm motivated, when you say, yes, I am motivated, does it feel within you that you got a yes? Or does it feel within you like, ooh, there's some fear around that? Just check for those things. The emotion in relation to this is trusting, and it's in relation to physical self development. Trusting physical self-development. So check with yourself. Perhaps are you motivated for physical self-development, and are you trusting that process? Check if that works for you. Okay, then we've got some extra points that came in that just gives us a little bit more of a story. I'm not going to go too much into this, but the first one is alkalinity. So when alkalinity comes up, it usually talks about our alkalinity levels in relation to our focus. Are you alkaline or are you acid in relation to that? Alkaline normally has a smooth flow to it. Acidic means more stuck and not quite moving, breaking down. So, how do you feel you are in relation to your goal? Are you alkaline or are you acidic? Then the next one is virus. So the virus, when this comes up as a piece of information, it's something external to you that usually is trying to break you down or trying to do something that you may not want to do, or that's affecting you on some level. This could be an actual physical virus, or it could be emotional virus, a mental virus, a spiritual virus. Doesn't really matter. Just feel into it whether you have something like that, or do you feel there is something blocking or holding back in some way, shape, or form. Okay, then a few emotions that we want to just be aware of. The first emotion is attainment, and it's in relation to boldness. So attainment in relation to boldness. So attainment, of course, is achieving something or moving towards something. So we're moving or attaining, being bold. How do you feel about that? And how does it relate to your goal? The next emotion is worry, and it's in relation to openness. Worry in relation to openness. Are you worried about being open? Or what does openness bring to you when you think about that? Okay. Again, with any of these emotions, take as much time as you need. Pause the recording if you need to. Spend a bit of time, journal, write down. Like I say here, the more you're going to get into the feeling, or the deeper you can feel, the deeper the healing can be. Let's bring in two archetypes. So we're going to have a negative archetype and a positive or balancing archetype. The negative archetype that we have is the gossip. So the gossip is about um, like passing on or sharing private or secret information. So it could be about betrayal of trust or confidences. And then through that gossiping, gaining power, when this is not necessarily in a good way. So where are you using this gossip energy? And this could be conscious or unconscious. Our balancing archetype is the detective, which is an interesting one, interesting combination with the gossip. So it's really about almost like being the private investigator or something. This is more about observing, using your intuition, um, your desire to seek out the truth. But the detective does not go around talking necessarily about his or her findings. So the gossip is the one who will take the findings and then go talk about it. So here, what we are bringing to your attention is that be aware of what's happening around you, but be aware of it. No need to tell anyone, just observe and follow your intuition. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly jump through to the next one because I also like to bring the Aura Soma bottle in. And the Aura Soma bottle that came up for you is the Archangel Gabriel Aura Soma bottle. So it's bottle 16. And it is sort of a blue over violet, which actually looks a little bit more like a violet over a violet color. The main theme for this particular bottle is peace and spiritual understanding. And so the main character here with this particular bottle is to help with transformation. So this is ties in with our Ormataek Seals that we have. On the challenging side, this could be when people talk without thinking, or it's like you're not really acting your age. You're sort of acting a lot younger than what you are. Can be about bravery that we're talking about here, or fears. So there's quite a bit that this bottle will handle, and I will put all the information in the on the page, so you'll be able to read all of that. And the spiritual level focus for this particular bottle is all about transformation. So it also helps you to express yourself in a better way. So this ties in with our cards yet again. You can't make this stuff up. Everything's just ours. So yeah, we've got, I think there's about 140 or a summer bottles. So when I do the dowsing, I literally just go like, what number do I need? So I don't look at the color bottle or anything like that until I have the dowsing done. And I'm doing the analysis right now live. So I don't do any analysis before we actually do the recording. On the mental level, this bottle is about um, giving structure to thought, and also for us to sort of step out of normal conventions and focuses and things like that, or formulations, and to see things from a different perspective. Again, this ties in beautifully with our Ormataek Seals that we have. And it helps you with planning and organization. So this is a really nice one to have. We do have an affirmation with this one. So I'll quickly read this affirmation. I finish that which needs finishing so that a new beginning is possible. I finish that which needs finishing so that a new beginning is possible. I finish that which needs finishing so that a new beginning is possible. So this also ties in. Okay, sorry, I've just got a little bit distracted. I've got a little bee that's stuck in the window. So I'm going to pause here quick and just go release that bee. Assistant little bee. I released it and it came right back. So I had to do it about 2 times to get it out. Hope it stays out now. Okay, so yes, this one is a very, very good one to have. You are welcome to bring these colors into your everyday life. And yeah, you can research a little bit to see what bottle 16 is about. Okay, now for our work. Right, so what we'll do is we've got 2 handholds that you're going to do for yourself. One handhold is the third eye, and the other one is the heart. And it doesn't matter which way around you do it, as long as you do it. You don't have to hold your hands in that position the whole time, but use that as a time when I'm asking you a question and you feel like you can't connect, or you feel like you are maybe slipping out of the zone when you are getting your healing here. So just bring yourself back with these 2 holds. And what that will do is that will that's on your side to help you to own your power and to also receive today's healing. So very, very important for that. So let me just get my Ormataek Seals ready. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'm going to put us back onto the tune in, because you don't need to see me. You can actually close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And just bring your focus and awareness to all that we have spoken about today. So, right back to the beginning, to the break in relation to faith, how you may not necessarily be very motivated, perhaps not trusting your physical self development. We checked into the alkalinity of your being right now, and potentially pinpointing a virus, whether it's a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual virus. We had the emotion of attainment in relation to boldness, and also worry in relation to openness. So just think about everything that came up for you. What notes you made, what sensations or feelings you had. We spoke about the gossip and the detective archetypes. And then we had the Orasoma bottle for Gabriel, which is about peace and spiritual understanding, patience and transformation. Just think about everything that you felt. Now allow yourself to very, very, very strongly feel whatever it is that you need to feel right now. Don't necessarily give it an emotion or a name. Rather give it a more descriptive meaning, like it feels hot or it feels heavy, it feels cold, it feels dense, it feels scratchy. Where do you feel it? Is it big? Is it small? Is it hard? Is it soft? So describe it in that way so that we have a visual, sensory, perhaps a smell, feel about what this is. So that you can come back at a later stage and just sense into that energy again. Now, while thinking about or feeling into this energy, we are needing to connect with a person. Who is the person that you feel that you need to connect with? And this may be something that comes to you as a 100% knowing, like, okay, I know exactly who I need to connect with. Or it could come through to you as a surprise where someone just pops up in your mind. And you go like, wow, why is this person popping up? And why do you think this person is coming into this balance? And as you connect to this person, I want you to become aware of your own body. So connect with your body. Is there any changes within your body compared to when we started this session? When I asked you to tune in. As soon as you connected to this person, what happened in your body? Become aware of this. Now I want you to go deeper into these sensations that you are feeling in your body. When you think about this person, really become aware of what happens, whether it's good or bad. Now magnify those feelings. Imagine you put a magnifying glass on it. Intensify it. And this will help you in the future so you know this feeling and you know the connection. And next, we want to connect to your higher self. The higher self is you on a perfect level in all ways. This is your connection to your soul. And your higher self knows things that are beyond your consciousness and awareness. Allow yourself now to connect with your higher self. And it can be very simple. You can literally just give yourself the statement saying, I want to connect to my higher self. And then allow yourself to be open to that. And use this time to ask your higher self for any help that you need. In which parts or aspects of your life do you need help? How can your higher self help you? Allow yourself to go as deep as you need to here. Give yourself permission to feel. Give yourself permission to ask for help. Give yourself permission to receive the energy from your higher self. Because many times we ask for help or we ask for assistance, but we are not open to receive. So there's a reminder here to also receive. When last did you feel this way? When last did you ask for help? When last did you receive? When last did you perhaps block yourself from receiving? Or when last did you feel that you were not open to receive? And how do things compare to where you are right now? How are things the same? And how are things different? Now bring your focus and awareness back to the person that you needed to connect with in the beginning. How is your energy feeling now? Is it better? Is it different? How does this compare? Take a deep breath in, hold the breath, suspend, just crystallize this experience. And exhale. Inhale, hold the breath, suspend and crystallize. And exhale. One more breath in, hold the breath, crystallizing the experience. And exhale. Very slowly, easily, and gently open your eyes, coming back into the space. And we're going to just anchor and lock all of this energy in. So I want you to bring your awareness to your spleen and your third eye. Spleen is on the ribs, just on the bottom of the ribs on the left hand side. So if you want, you can place one hand there and you can place another hand on the third eye. If you want to, you can keep your eyes closed once you know what you're doing and just focus on those 2 points. I'm just doing a balancing on these 2 points. Next, we're going to measure from your eyes, draw an imaginary line down to the edge of the ribs. You're going to place middle finger and thumb onto the ribs on those 2 points, and then with this equal distance, you can put your your pointer finger on top, so you form a little triangle. Okay, so you hold those, and then immediately after that, once you've pressed those buttons, we're going to take all four fingers, and you're going to point 4 fingers towards your sternum and 4 fingers towards your stomach. And just hold that lightly there. All 4 fingers touching the sternum, all 4 fingers touching the stomach. And if you wanted to, very slowly towards the end, imagine that your fingers were dipped into something, and we're just very gently pulling them out. Next, place your hand onto your thymus. Anyone, it doesn't really matter which one. Just flat hand on the thymus. So it's a little bit higher up. It's not on the middle of the sternum, just a little bit higher up. And just allow that to be there for a moment. Next, take your fingers together. So all the tips of your fingers. So you've got 5 fingers together. You have them a little bit open, a little bit apart. That's going to sit around your navel. And then you have another hand on top. So you've got your fingers around your navel and the other hand flat on your third eye. So we're just balancing the meridians over here. Just nice, slow, deep breathing. Okay, we gently release. Next, you're going to place fingers, the tips of the fingers in a row. That's going to go onto the glabellus, just on the center of the brow, in the middle of the forehead, and the other hand's going to go above the crown. This is our way to balance. The top hand can sort of float a little bit if you need to. Just feel what feels good. This is our alignment point. Just gets everything back into alignment. Okay, release that one. For this one, if you wanted, you can draw a big figure of 8 over the body, or you could just be eyes closed and just allow this to happen because I'm doing it on this side. And finally, middle fingers very lightly on the mastoid process behind the ears. Just press in the middle finger, a little bit of pressure, and then release. That's just to lock the energy in. Welcome back. Okay, so homework. Homework or support is a way for you to do something that's going to help you integrate your experience today. You can choose to not do any homework and then receive what you received from the healing, or you can choose to do the homework and allow yourself to dive a little bit deeper into the healing. I always like to give 2 pieces of homework. You can choose both or just one of them. So the first piece of homework is photography. So using photography as a way to perhaps explore new levels or layers of your experience or what you perceived in some way, shape, or form. And the other one is auricular therapy, or any type of therapy or stimulation around the ears, whether it is just massaging the ears, or ear acupuncture, auricular acupuncture, anything to do with the ears. So you can do things like folding the ears in different directions. You can do little massages. You can put little beads in on them, like you get those acupuncture beads. You can have someone do ear acupuncture for you, whatever it is that comes to mind for you. Remember, the ears are they reflex back to the entire body in the same way as reflexology for the feet will reflex back to the entire body. So that concludes our healing session for today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session. So take care and have a wonderful, wonderful week.